Well, good afternoon. We'll get started here with our AOB show. And first thing, it's certainly an honor and a privilege to be here and have a chance to work with your young people and evaluate your cattle today here in the AOB show. We get started off with a nice pair of females here. I'm going to lead off with the young man's white flank female, just a really complete heifer that's got a awesome look to her, has a really nice rib and body, and has some extra power and shape to her. Just a really good, sound, functional, high quality female there to lead this class. The female that comes second, she probably has just a tick more extension to her, maybe a little more performance than this female. I like that added length that she does have. I like how she balances up there in her undercarriage. She doesn't have quite the muscle, maybe not quite the look that we see in our class winner up there front end, but a very good quality female. It's going to be a great project for the young lady. Congratulations to these exhibitors. We have a very nice pair of females here in this class, and I'm going to leave them set just like they are here. I think the young lady brings a very high quality one here to win the class, a female that you really appreciate the added look that she has, combined with the extra performance and muscle and power. A female extremely good when you get her out on the go, when she gets to moving around out here. I think really flexible off both ends. Just a real nice, high quality female to win the class. Young lady's heifer that comes second, another one that I really appreciate a great deal. She's so maternal in how she's made. She's maturity and age is going to be on her side. Once she gets a little farther down the road, I think the maternal look that she has, to have that real neat, good look up through her front end, extremely good in her center body, really square and level out of her hip. Just a good quality female. But today, in comparison to our heifer that wins the class, doesn't have quite the bone, maybe not quite the power that we see in that class winner. But a good set of females here. Congratulations. We have a single entry here, and this Starface female is one that definitely could take on some competition because she definitely has the style and the balance and the look and just a lot of quality in this heifer. I appreciate how good she is down her top line, the depth of body and rib that she does have. I like how she comes out of her front end and she reaches and goes good out of her front end. She wants to get a little bit outside herself from behind when she's on the go. But that's getting critical on a really nice female. Young lady does an awesome job with. Congratulations. We got a good pair of spring yearlings here that really have some quality to them, and they're very different, very, very different in how they're made, how they're designed. I'm going to use the young man's heifer here on my right to win this class. And I think she's probably got an advantage when we talk about the length and extension that she does have. Really opens up to a big center bodied and really elongated. And when she gets out and goes, she reaches out probably with more freedom and ease in her movement as compared to her heifer that goes second. If we were going to make her ideal, we'd like to balance her up just a little bit better from her profile. She wants to get a little soft right there behind her shoulder, but I think she has so much look and she has the advantage when we get her out on the go. The female that comes second, I really like her from a power standpoint. A female extremely wide and stout from end to end, really a big backed, stout made one with some body and rib to her. Like the balance that she has. We get her out on the go, though. She wants to get a little tighter on the move and wants to come up in her top just a little bit. We could free her up and loosen her up some. She's the right kind. That one there is going to go out and reproduce and make an outstanding cow for the young man. We just need to see her get out and go a little freer and easier. This young lady brings us an extremely good red snip-nosed heifer here in this class, and one that definitely could take on a lot of competition. I love this one. When you talk about one going into production, to have that kind of look and be that smooth and just ties everything together from end to end, extremely impressive. We put her out on the go, a female that's extremely flexible off both ends, just a really good-looking, well-balanced kind of a female with a very, very bright future. Congratulations. We have another single entry female here, and young lady's doing a good job with this heifer out here. This one that's going to make an outstanding cow. She's a little more moderate in her frame and just a more moderate built female altogether, but she's got some body and rib to her. A female that is going to go out and live off the land pretty well. As easy fleshing as she is, and the moderate frame that she's got, a good quality female young lady's doing a good job with. Congratulations. as we bring our class winners back out here. We haven't had a very large numbers for sure, but I think the quality of the cattle has been pretty dang good, really, for the numbers that we've got. We started off the show with a really nice class here. The black and white heifer, the young man's very, very attractive female. If we was going to change her, we'd probably want to set her tail head down in her a little bit neater and tie that together. But man, she does have a great look. She's got a very bright future. Just a very nice female that wins that first class. Then we move in this second class. Another what I feel like is a super complete female. I think that she's one that's got a great look to her. I like the extra body and rib that she has. I like how she ties together from end to end. She's so smooth out of her shoulder, really nice out over her hip, maintains that integrity out in her top when we get her out on the go. Just a very a good quality female that doesn't have just a major hole in her. I think she's just really ultra complete. Then the star-faced female, we talked about how attractive she is. Female that's got a good look to her. I like to maybe make her a little more, just hold her top line just a little bit better when she's moving around, and set that tail head up in her just a little bit, but a nice female. Then the big good-looking black one, this female is really long-necked and super attractive from a profile. She gets a little lower in her front end, maybe not quite as genuine and true in her top line as the heifers on either side of her, but a very good quality female. Then the red heifer we just had a minute ago, we talked about just a super cow prospect. Hard to build them a whole lot different than that one when you talk about one go out in production to be that good on her feet and legs, really well balanced, like the extra body and ribs she's got some muscle and shape to her as well. Just a smooth built, good looking female. Then the young lady's white female that closed the last class, so we talked about real moderate in her type and kind, got some body and rib to her, just needs to be stretched out to be more competitive in this drive. I think it's a good lineup. I'm going to go out and get you a champion reserve. If you would, please give these young people and these breeders a round of applause, and I'll get you a couple of champions. Thank you. We'll get started on our AOB Americans over here, and I think it's a good class of females. All five of them are good, useful females. They're kind of in different stages in their life. I want to use the red female here that's going to lead off. She's got plenty of grow and plenty of size to her for her age, but man, she's the one that's got the most muscle, most power, most shape to her. I like the balance that she does have. Young man does a nice job with her there to win this class. Young lady's heifer that comes second, another female that's got some length and extension to her as well. She doesn't have quite the muscle or quite the dimension maybe as our one that leads off, but probably what separates her is when she moves on the rear too, she gets a little narrowed up. We get her out on the go. Kind of a younger, fresher looking one that comes in this third place, and I really think this one's got a lot of quality and a lot of future. She's really behind the other ones as far as where she's at today, a weight per day of age, but man, she's got a good look to her. I think more days on feeds is going to be in her favor, and I think young lady will have a good year with her, just get later down the road. The baldy female that comes next, another one that's really long and extended. She just gets a little flatter and a little plainer when you get right behind her. And the young man's Brindle Baldy here that closes the class. Another female that's got some length and extension to her, just not quite as secure as she puts those rear two to the ground. Maybe like to see a little more power and shape in that female as well. Got a nice trio of females here over here in these AOB Americans, and I think we're going to lead off with the gray female. A female I feel like just has an advantage in this class in the amount of shape and muscle that she does have. I like how she balances up. She's got some length and extension up through her front end. She bounces up there good in her body and her rib. Really a good bone female that's nice in her structure as well. The female that comes second, kind of a different kind of heifer, but I think it's another one that's really good. I think she's so smooth, really extended up through her front end. Just probably gets a little bit tight there in her top. Maybe when we get her on the go, like change that about her, and probably not quite the bone or foot size that we see in our class winner. Young man's red brockle female that closes the class. Another female that's got some length and extension to her as well. She's nice in her body and rib. I'd like to balance her up a little bit. She gets a little deeper there in her chest, maybe not quite the power when you get behind her of the two that go ahead of her in this class. But good trio there. Congratulations. We have a single entry July female here that very high quality, one that's extremely well presented to top it off, but just a female that balances up so well, extremely good with her feet and legs, and I really appreciate the hip and the shape that she has coming out of her hip and how she maintains that muscle and thickness. She's probably a moderate framed female. We're just looking at her one on one, but I'd say she's a moderate frame female, but extremely high quality, very well presented, very well shown. Congratulations. We have a very good pair of American females here, and I'm going to lead off the class with the black heifer. I think she just commands your attention when she comes to you. A female that has so much balance, so much quality, combines that with some extra width and muscle and shape. Really good down her top line and how she ties in there. I think a female is unique in the design that she does have. She's kind of different on her back leg. She's got the extra cushion to her pasterns there. Wants to get just a freckle straighter in her hock when she goes, but not bad, and she dang sure reaches out and goes extremely good. I think this is a really good female. The young lady does too. She does an awesome job getting her shown as well. The great female that comes second, a female that you got to appreciate this one a lot, and I think where she really surfaces is how flexible she is on the go. The length of stride that she has, and combined with the style and balance, I think that really nice female. She's not quite as stout bone, maybe not as stout featured as the female that leads the class, but this is a good heifer. Young lady's doing a good job with. Congratulations. we get our class winners back out here and get ready to select us a champion. And once again, there hasn't been a lot of numbers, but there's been a lot of quality. And I think all four of these females that come back out here in this drive, they're all really good, sound, functional females. They're females that are going to go out and make a living. They're going to look good when they're doing it. They're quality cattle that I like a great deal. And I think it started off with a really good one, and I think it progressed as we went. I think the quality just kept going. When we get back out here, in my mind, it really, I'll just say, it gets really close between this dark red heifer and the black heifer. I think both of those are extremely good quality females. I think one of them's perhaps a little bit neater up through her chest floor and probably a little longer out through her front end. The other one's probably got more natural depth of body and maybe a little deeper flank. So I think there's some gives and takes there. Both of them are, I think, are good with their feet and legs. They're good in their structure. But I think this has been a fun show. I appreciate the opportunity and them asking me to judge this. It's always nice to be here in Louisville and be part of this show. So it's been fun. I'm going to go get you a couple of champions. Please give the breeders and exhibitors a round of applause. I'll go get you a couple of champions.